Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now. 18 rattlers.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground. Hall to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. ball again on second down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
So you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Ball again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Brissett now. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
70 Ranger.
They're going to look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He'll get this one to Galladay. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Here we go, here we go. Back to 60. 19 right.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 15. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now it's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
They run again with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Okay, ready?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, this from 33. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now, Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
60.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's a quick throw caught, and the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. Always got some breathing room. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot. As he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Brissett's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brissett. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. McCann's kick up and good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. His first career touchdown pass. And, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment. Enjoy the time. Celebrate. Save the full reflection for later. But make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right.
Ball again on 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll go again with Hall.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Breece Hall
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Titans are back within a score. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Hey.
This is Hines. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Lions.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Hey, kill.
Now Hall to start the drive. Room here to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Well, he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Chandler. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
19, good.
Ball again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing down the run and picking up a first down.
They run with Hines. And some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is going to have a chance first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Chandler. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run on first down. Hines.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Chandler. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Brissett.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
McCann for the point after.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game 31-31.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Hey, check.
Give to Hall running right. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Ball again on 2nd down.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Titans are going to win the football game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the